Hello, my name is Amar Solivan, and today I will be presenting my character analysis of Shelby Forthright from the film WALL-E. First of all, I want to present a study by Ian Tiseo in 2018 where he compared the municipal solid waste per capita in the world. First of all, China produced the most municipal solid waste per capita in the world with 18.75% of global population generating 15% of global municipal solid waste. United States, however, with only 4.4% of the population, generated 11.65% of global municipal waste, the same as India. But India represents the 18.5% of the global population. So if we take population into account, the United States generates a lot of waste. And where does this waste, municipal solid waste, goes? It goes to landfills like this one in Delhi, India, for example. This landfill right here is next to a city, and the toxics that go in this landfill can either rise up to the air, contaminating the air, can be absorbed by the soil, and can go to the river and contaminate the water. Now, in the film of WALL-E, in a Pixar movie of 2008, directed by Andrew Stanton, we are presented by a future planet Earth filled with so much waste that there is no room left for anything else, and humans have to evacuate Earth because there is no space for them. In this presentation, as I've said, I will be analyzing the character of Shelby Forthright, which we see here, and I will demonstrate how he abuses the land through his power, gestures, and way of speaking. Shelby Forthright is the CEO or the Chief Executive Officer of a corporation called By and Large. First of all, he is a very ambitious character. Shelby Forthright ambitiously uses the advancements in technology to make humanity's life easier, while accumulating a lot of waste due to consumerism facilitated by his corporation. As we just saw, By and Large had a massive expansion and control all over the essential and non-essential goods and services when Earth was hospitable. They controlled gas stations, supermarkets, billboards, transportation, banks, and now we're going to see another very short clip of how By and Large even took control over the government. As we just saw in this very short clip, he's called Mr. President. We suggest that he took over the government. So this monopoly that By and Large had over every aspect of humanity's life is representative of what was once Forthright's ambition. His strong desire to achieve his goal in making humans' life easier made him clear up the land to build the buildings that would sell and distribute all of his products, and that consumers would excessively buy and then excessively throw away. And that is the result of what his corporation and his ambition did to the land. Likewise, a company called Monsanto, which was once the largest seed company which specialized in genetic manipulations, had ambitious goals that resulted to have negative impacts on the land. In 2001, Monsanto was listed by Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, as being potentially responsible for over 50 Superfund sites or polluted locations. This ambition by Monsanto to make a lot of products for agricultures and consumers made the consumers and the farmers question the safety of these products in their health and in nature. Shelby Forthright also maintains an indifferent attitude towards the rising rate of waste by smiling and hand gesturing a peace sign. Here is the example. As we can see in this picture, Forthright is announcing and declaring global emergency, that there's too much trash and that Earth is covered, but look how he is declaring that global emergency by smiling and hand gesturing up the peace sign. This is an act of indifference towards nature, because after having monopolized his company throughout the world and having increased the rate of consumerism in each individual, he portrays himself as, through his gestures, as if nothing dangerous is happening to Earth, as if the rising rates of waste are not dangerous to Earth. This indifference causes him not to give his 100% in cleaning up the trash on Earth. He simply just makes robots for them to clean up the Earth, but he doesn't give his 100%, and that affects Earth because ultimately he ends up destroying it. Him and his consumers. This indifferent attitude is not going to let Earth go back to the way it was before. Just like Forthright, ex-President Trump, demonstrated his indifference towards nature by remaining public silent in the latest wildfires raging across California. The California governor, when he confronted President Trump insisted that the wildfires were due to poor management of the forest, not climate change. When this news comes out, then it shows his indifference towards nature, because people like him and Forthright focus only on their own well-being and personal gain and choose not to care about how their actions negatively impact in some way the land on Earth. Shelby Forthright is also a deceitful character. He deceives the public about Earth's condition due to waste by talking in a cheerful and positive tone in many of his recorded messages. Here is the MLA support.
Too much garbage in your face? There's plenty of space out in space. B&L Starliners leaving each day. We'll clean up the mess while you're away. The jewel of the B&L fleet, the Axiom. Spend your 5-year cruise in style, waited on 24 hours a day by our fully automated crew, while your captain and autopilot chart a course for non-stop entertainment, fine dining, and with our all-access summer chairs, even Grandma can join the fun. There's no need to walk. The Axiom, putting the star in Executive Starliner. Because at B&L, space is the final frontier.
As we just saw in this scene, Forthright's cheerful and positive tone provides a sort of comfort to the public and even to himself when explaining that robots can easily clean up the mess. And this comfort is dangerous because it makes people become or stay ignorant of Earth's true condition, which are the rising wastes on the land. And they ignore that their actions have exploited and contaminated the Earth. In the short story of The White Heron by Sarah Orne Jewett, the scientist, the ornithologist, uses his way of speaking to try and convince the little girl to tell him the location of the white heron. In the second page, it says, "I can't think of anything I should like so much to find that heron's nest. I would give $10 to anyone who could show it to me," he added desperately. So in this line, he's deceiving the little girl by offering her money to tell him the location of the white heron so he can capture the white heron. And he's doing it without realizing or ignoring the consequences of removing the white heron from nature. Both him and Forthright are characters who deceive others to profit from nature. Finally, Forthright is a controlling character. Forthright uses his power to control information and command the autopilot robot to stop humans from coming back to the polluted waste field Earth.
Darn it all, we're going to have to cancel Operation Recolonize. So, just stay the course. Rather than try and fix this problem, it'll just be easier for everyone to remain in space. Easier? Okay, I'm giving override directive A113. Go to full autopilot, take control of everything, and do not return to Earth. Repeat, do not return to Earth. Let's get the heck out of here.
As we just saw in this last scene, Forthright gave the command to the robot piloting the Axiom, which is a spacecraft where all of the humans are living on that present. And he commands the autopilot to cancel Operation Recolonize because the Earth was just so polluted that there was just no way for humans to come back. When he commands the autopilot robot to conceal his failure, he is abusing Earth. Why? Because he's taking away humanity's right to own up to their mistakes and take action to recover the planet. He concealed that information and left the planet to die. He didn't do anything to really try and save the planet, because the easiest way out was to just leave humans living there. Today, some companies, the majority, sadly, are using greenwashing or misleading advertisement to try and fool people into believing that their products are eco-friendly. For example, Lush is a cosmetic company that claims that their products are natural, but they add parabens to their products. Parabens are man-made preservatives who have been known to be bad to marine life and are banned from use on infants in the United States. If companies keep controlling information from us, what is called greenwashing, they are making humans complicit in the damage they are doing to Earth. In the film WALL-E, planet Earth is filled with so much waste that there is no more room left for us. Now, is this waste-filled future nearby? In 2018, the United States generated in total 35 million tons of plastic. To put this into perspective, the Eiffel Tower weighs only approximately 10,100 tons. This is a lot of plastic impacting the land on Earth. Just like Shelby Forthright abuses the land in the film through his power, gestures, and way of speaking, there are companies today and people today which are potentially threatful to our planet because of their ambitions, their indifference towards nature, their deceitfulness with others, and their want of control. This film teaches the viewer, us, to become aware of how our actions impact the planet and how generating a lot of waste can lead to a future with no more Earth. That is the end of my presentation. These are the works cited list, and it was very nice to talk to you. Bye!